Hello, this is Kate from dailytarotgirl.com, and this is your weekly tarot card reading. Now, some of you may have missed my reading last week. I ended up doing a Facebook Live last Friday, and I did the weekly reading in the first 10 minutes of that Facebook Live, but I think it didn't pop up in people's feeds like my typical weekly readings did, so some of you are emailing me asking me where the reading was. Okay, so I apologize, and I'm going to be using the Cook's Tarot by Judith Mackay Stirt for this reading. And I've drawn 3 cards, and my goal here is to basically get a general overview for the week ahead. So the first card is for the beginning of the week, so like Monday, Tuesday-ish. And I'm just going to turn the card so there's not as much glare. So we're starting off with an ace, which I love. I love it when we start the week off with an ace. So we have the Ace of Swords, and the message with the Ace of Swords is really to just go for it at the beginning of the week. This is a time to take action. This isn't a time to sit on your laurels or to contemplate or to deliberate. This is a time to just go for it, just take action. And, take whatever necessary first steps need to be taken to, get you in the direction that it is that you want to go. So the Ace of Swords makes me think of taking action, but taking kind of the first steps towards something. And sometimes the first steps are actually the smallest steps. So this isn't about making any big grand gestures or huge leaps of faith or anything like that. This is about, taking those first steps that are necessary. I also get a sense with this ace that this is about a certain kind of fearlessness. So you will do well this week if you kind of throw caution to the wind a little bit and let go of any fears or doubts that you're having and just take action on whatever it is that you're wanting to take action on. I'm really drawn to this image of this apple being cut in half. And I'm trying to think, what does that represent? What does that mean? This cutting this apple in half. And I don't really know, so I might come back to this later. But if you're getting anything from this symbol, let me know in the comment section. Okay, so let's move on to the middle card. This card is for the middle of the week, so like Wednesday, Thursday-ish. And here we have the Four of Cups. Now the Four of Cups has kind of a different energy to the Ace of Swords. It's like we start the week off with all this gusto and energy and determination. And then we get to the middle of the week and things kind of come to a bit of a standstill. So the Four of Cups represents someone who just isn't enthused with life. Maybe the options that are being presented to them are not to their liking. They just don't excite them. And it's this feeling you get, and this is a feeling that's very familiar to me, is where you look around and it seems like everyone else is having a great time, or everyone else is really enthusiastic and really into things, and you're just like feeling kind of meh. And you're just like, ugh, what am I doing wrong here? What am I missing out on? So with this card, with the Four of Cups, it can sometimes symbolize feeling maybe bored or kind of closed off. Since it's the Suit of Cups and the cups have to do with emotions and feelings, this can symbolize feeling kind of numb or just like not feeling anything, kind of, you don't feel emotionally excited about anything or invested in anything. The Suit of Cups is also about relationships. So even though this particular card isn't really a relationship card like some of the other cards, it can indicate feeling perhaps a little bit stagnant in your relationships with others, whether this is maybe one relationship or just all of your relationships in general. So let's see what the card of the weekend is. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Oh, okay, we've got the Emperor. Now the Emperor, the Emperor has a very strong, confident energy. He's a character who really, not only does he stand his ground, not only does he believe in himself, but he is very much determined to forge his own path and do things his way. And so, what does that mean for us when we get to the end of the week? This is about reconnecting with yourself, reconnecting with your values and what's important to you, and really getting a sense of how do you want to do things. I feel like the lack of enthusiasm with the Four of Cups is linked to not being truly in tune with yourself. So this lack of enthusiasm can come when we are expecting someone else to give us the playbook on how to be happy or how to live your life, when really this is something you need to figure out for yourself. And figuring this out for yourself, it takes a little more effort, it takes a little more work. It's not a really quick, easy thing. It's more of a process that unfolds rather than just a straight and narrow path. But if we look to the outside to tell us what to do and to tell us how to live our lives, we're going to end up disappointed. We're going to end up feeling like this woman in the Four of Cups. And so when we get to the end of the week, we have the Emperor, and the Emperor seems to be saying, you need to find your unique path. You need to get in touch with yourself. You need to figure out who you are, what is important to you, and how you want to do things. And that is going to bring you the sizzle and the pizzazz and spark that you're really looking for. So really, I feel like this week it's interesting. It starts off with the Ace of Swords, with this initial spark, this initial burst of energy. It's like a fresh start. It's a new beginning. And then getting into the week, it's like you're confronted with almost a lack of emotion or a lack of feeling, like just feeling kind of meh about things. And then by the end of the week, you have the opportunity to really go within and see what's under that feeling of unenthusiasm. What's under that? What is that feeling masking? What is that numbness masking? And this is an opportunity to really get in touch with your authentic self, your inner emperor, and really become the king of your own castle. Like maybe you need to be making the rules here. Maybe you need to be more in control of things. Maybe you need to be designing your life in a certain way. You need to be in the driver's seat more rather than in the passenger seat. Okay, just gonna look and see if there's anything else I want to mention. I feel like I kind of summed it up there. I don't feel like there's anything else I want to add. So I will turn it over to you. If there's anything you'd like to add or anything that's standing out for you, please feel free to comment in the comment section. So I just want to say thank you for watching this video. And if you enjoyed this reading, don't forget to subscribe. You can click on the little red subscribe button on the bottom right corner, and I do these videos every week. And check out my website, dailytarotgirl.com. I'll put the link in the description box below this video. My site has tons of free tarot learning resources. I've got tarot meetings, tarot spreads, tarot exercises, all kinds of fun stuff. So be sure to check it out and have a wonderful rest of your week.